Hi guys, and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is, of course, Cameron. Welcome back today to another video. It is the weekly news roundup, the show where we sit down on a Friday and go through all of the latest Everton news from the last 7 days or so. Carlo Ancelotti has had his pre-game press conference today ahead of tomorrow's Premier League game against Manchester United at Goodison Park. 12:30 kick-off. He has provided a massive injury boost for Everton Football Club, confirming that Mason Holgate, James Rodriguez, Lucas Digne and Seamus Coleman are all available for selection tomorrow. Mason Holgate, of course, picking up an injury right at the start of the season, and we haven't seen him play since, so it's brilliant news that he is back. Seamus Coleman has been fantastic for Everton so far this season. Picked up an injury a couple of weeks ago, missed out, of course, against Newcastle. And you could see how much of an effect that had on the team. So brilliant that he's back. James Rodriguez's quality and creativity will bring an awful lot to this Everton side that we missed last week, and will also really hurt Manchester United's defence, who have been poor at the moment. And of course, Lucas Digne returning is fantastic news as well. Naz Nkunku played well last week. However, you know, obviously Lucas Digne brings us so much down that left-hand side. So fantastic to hear from Carlo Ancelotti regarding injuries, and fantastic to have, you know, pretty much a full-strength squad now, other than Richarlison, of course, who is still suspended and will return after the international break. Carlo Ancelotti also was asked a couple of questions regarding Jordan Pickford, whether or not he'll start, decision to take him out of the team last week. He said that Jordan Pickford will start against Manchester United tomorrow. Again, he confirmed that last week, to be fair to him, so I'm not too sure why the question was re-asked, because he literally confirmed even before the Newcastle game, even before Robin Olsen had put in a good performance, he confirmed that Jordan Pickford would be back and starting against Manchester United, and he did say that again. But he also spoke out to the media and said that we're talking too much about Jordan Pickford. That was a direct quote from him. He said that he's got a good personality, he's got a good attitude, he's a character, he's very funny, and he knows what he needs to do, and he's focused. And he said we're talking too much about him now. So hopefully that's put an end to all of the ridiculous comments that are still going on throughout the media regarding Jordan. It has been confirmed today that Everton's Carabao Cup fixture against Manchester United, Everton's Carabao Cup quarter-final against Manchester United, will be played on Wednesday the 23rd of December, a couple of days before Christmas Day, the night before Christmas Eve. It will be an 8 o'clock kickoff, and it will be live on Sky Sports. A little bit of a bittersweet one, this, because it will still be a fantastic game, and obviously it's a fantastic opportunity for us to go up against the Manchester United side that, you know, we'll face tomorrow as well. And, you know, of course, a big opportunity for us to progress in the competition and get through to the semi-final. But you know, it would have been a fantastic game to attend as a fan, of course. A couple of days before Christmas, you know, at Goodison Park, under the lights, you know, quarter-final against Manchester United. It just would have been an absolutely fantastic game to attend, and a fantastic, you know, night overall. And it would be a really good early Christmas present for all of us Blues if Everton can do the job and get into the semi-final on that day. So there you go. The Carabao Cup quarter-final fixture against Manchester United has been confirmed for Wednesday, the 23rd of December, 8 p.m. kickoff, live on Sky Sports. Couple of bits of transfer news over the last couple of days or so as well. Not so believable, but it's worth bringing up because they were, of course, in the media over the last 24 hours. One of them coming from Don Balon, which I believe is a Spanish publication, and they have said that James Rodriguez has asked Everton to sign fellow Colombian teammate and Spurs defender Davinson Sanchez. And the article also said that Carlo Ancelotti and James Rodriguez had already spoken about the potential move. We tweeted this out just because it was a rumour and it was out there, and a couple of people said I wouldn't believe a word that comes out of Don Balon, or, you know, I wouldn't believe anything that they say. So there you go. Look, I can't see James Rodriguez bouncing into Farhad Moshiri's office and Carlo Ancelotti's office and saying, sign this player now. You know, is he a player that Everton may be interested in bringing in? Quite possibly. Is he a teammate of James Rodriguez? Of course, they're the Colombian internationals together. So there is a chance that, you know, he might have dropped a little hint. There might have been a discussion there, but I wouldn't read too much into this one. And then, of course, the biggest rumour of the last 7 days or so regarding Real Madrid midfielder, Spanish midfielder Isco. We spoke about this a little bit on Thursday's live stream. According to DTIC.com, Everton are interested in bringing Isco to the club. Real Madrid will be happy to allow him to leave on loan, and the deal that that they are talking about could potentially see him joining on loan, and then the potential to buy for around 21 to 25 million euros. The Mirror also put out a similar article regarding Isco wanting to rejoin Carlo Ancelotti and James Rodriguez at Everton. Of course, previously worked under Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid and was a previous teammate and a very good friend, I believe, of James Rodriguez. So again, that one I think has a little bit more reliability in there. I would not be surprised if Isco wants to come and join Carlo Ancelotti and James Rodriguez at Everton. I wouldn't be surprised if he's looked at Everton Football Club, seen the project, seen what's going on, and thought, you know what, I can reinvent my career over there. I can go and play in the Premier League. It gives me another chance. But as you know, in regards to Everton being completely interested in him and ready to make a deal happen, I'm not too sure about that yet. The last week or so has obviously been the lead up to the next international break. Everton will face Manchester United tomorrow, and then the players will go out on internationals. Carlo Ancelotti was asked about James Rodriguez and Yerry Mina today, and he said in regards to every Everton player that has had a call up from their national team, he said they all have permission to leave on international duty. You know, not one player has been told that they can't leave. Not one player has been told that they can't join up with their international teammates if they have had a call up. And there's been a lot of call ups this week. Cenk Tosun has been called up to the Turkish national side for their upcoming games against Croatia, Russia and Hungary. Seamus Coleman has been called up to the Republic of Ireland side for their upcoming games against England, Wales and Bulgaria. The Seamus Coleman one caused a little bit of a stir yesterday when it was announced, because of course we hadn't had Carlo Ancelotti's press conference, and you know, as far as Evertonians were concerned, Seamus Coleman was injured and mightn't have even been in contention of playing tomorrow, and Ireland are calling him up and saying that he should be going on international duty. So it did cause a little bit of fume on social media, but Carlo Ancelotti has come out today and said Seamus is fit and could possibly start the game against Manchester United tomorrow. So that will be why he is being called up for Ireland. Lucas Digne is being called up for the French national team for their fixtures against Finland, Sweden and Portugal, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jordan Pickford and Michael Keane have all been called up for the England national squad for the games against Ireland, Belgium and Iceland. I'm sure we'll see a lot more players being called up over the next couple of days or so, and any more, like I said, we will get out there on our social medias, of course, Twitter being the main one. John Ebrell has been promoted to the position of head of academy coaching and remaining as the assistant manager of Everton under-23s. He will oversee the academy coaching programme in support of David Unsworth whilst continuing his role of assistant manager. So John Ebrell has had a promotion to head of academy coaching, which is fantastic for him. Again, similar to David Unsworth, who of course took over of Director of Academy a couple of months back. John Ebrell will now have multiple roles, so hopefully he can perform well in both of those roles, and hopefully we can still see the Everton Academy and the Everton Under-23s performing well. They do play this weekend. We're looking for a big win in that game. And the last bit of news for this week, Liverpool Echo put out an article earlier on in the week as to say that Andre Gomes will have a late fitness test and will need to be assessed ahead of the Premier League game against Manchester United this weekend. Didn't look great against Newcastle last week. There was some rumours coming out the club after the Newcastle game that he was playing through an injury, which isn't surprising because he just didn't seem fit whatsoever. So Andre Gomes is due to be assessed prior to the game against Manchester United. Carlo Ancelotti never mentioned him today, never mentioned any issues, any injuries, any fitness worries. So the assumption is Andre Gomes is fit and ready to go. And that's it pretty much for the weekly news roundup. One thing I want to say before we finish up is we put out our video with Kevin Campbell today. It was an absolute privilege for me to be joined by an Everton legend, an Everton giant, a player that my dad idolised, a player that I idolised growing up. Super big Kevin Campbell joining us on the channel. That went up at dinner time today, so if you could check that out, it would mean a massive amount to me. For me, it's a fantastic conversation. We spoke about Carlo Ancelotti, we spoke about Dominic Calvert-Lewin, we spoke about Everton. Kev is a really nice fella, and we hope that he'll be joining us again on the channel within the next couple of weeks or so. So please do check that out. Myself and Carl also done the game preview to the Manchester United game, that was live streamed about an hour ago, so you can go and check that out as well if you would like. But that's it for today's weekly news roundup. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit that like button. It does only take a second. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. We'll be back, of course, tomorrow with the instant match reaction and player ratings. Hopefully it's a positive one, and hopefully we're sitting here absolutely made up after a big Everton win going into the international break. Big thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on everything we spoke about in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you soon on the Mighty Blues.